Hello, gentlemen, ladies, NBs, and everyone else. Welcome to the D&G Show. My name's Dan.
And my name's Govinda Rajpal.
And we are two catch-up coordinators specialising in life and performance coaching here at City of Bristol College. Well, right now we're actually currently in a classroom, which is why you might say it might sound like we're inside an empty Coca-Cola can. But we wanted to say hello because we have been here for about a month now, right?
Yeah, a month.
About a month.
Absolutely.
And we have yet to meet so many of you that we thought, hey, do you know what? Let's record our voices, blast it into the ether, and let it be heard by so many more people at once. And so we decided to make a podcast.
Absolutely.
So, Govinda, actually, what I want you to do is why don't you tell everyone what we do?
Yeah, sure. So we are predominantly here as performance coaches and solution-focused coaches. We do have you in mind. You're at the core of everything. So we're super curious to find out what exactly you want to achieve. Even if you're not sure right now, that's absolutely fine. It's the whole process. We do two things at the moment to make it very clear. We coach one-to-one sessions, which normally run about an hour long. And also we do workshops called The Other Subject. Now, the other subjects are about topics of discussion which need attention, that are perhaps plaguing our communities or also affecting teenagers and young adults. There can also be things that we've already covered, like relationships, money management, taking care of yourself, just something that could be very basic. Dan, do you want to add anything to that?
No, I think you've said it all. Ideally, we are here for the sake of those one-to-one conversations and those group sessions. But we thought, hey, do you know what? Let's run a podcast too, because why not? But what is this podcast all about? Well, we start off with our phrase of the day. Govinda and I are both coaches. We both have a lot of things that we love to say, we love to think about and ponder on. So we start off with the phrase of the day that we both explore and talk about. Then we will probably go into either an interview or guest speaker who comes in and shares their story, or, maybe answers some questions that you guys have for them. Obviously, we'll give you a heads up if they're coming in so that you know to ask the questions. Maybe it'll be one of you actually who comes in and wants to be interviewed or wants to have a conversation or wants to talk about something that means a lot to you. We'll give you the place, we'll give you the voice, we'll give you the microphone to share that. But then finally, and I believe this is where you guys are really, really going to love this, is where you send us your questions about anything and we will answer those questions. We'll give you the email addresses and contact information at the end. But yes, this is really a place where you get your topics, your concerns, your frictions, maybe things that, you don't want to talk about publicly, but you want to be discussed, right? You can send those to us. It can be anonymous, and we don't need to say who sent it to us, and we will talk about it right here on the show.
Absolutely, Dan. And we shall endeavour to answer those questions, whether you are a student at the college or whether you're teacher support staff. We can all get involved, and actually we want to build that community of inclusivity because there's a lot to talk about.
So much.
So much.
So much to talk about.
So, Dan,
I don't even think that's a real song. Sorry.
You're very good at making up songs, as you can imagine. And you'll hear more of them in the future. Now, Dan, the question is, how do they get in contact with us? And how do they get involved?
How? So there's either the direct way where you just email us. We'll give you the email addresses in a moment. You could also go to, your teacher, your tutor, or so on and so forth and say, hey, do you know what? I would like you to send this over to Dan and Govinda. Send us those emails, send us those questions, comments, ideas, send us guest ideas. If you know someone you think would be great to have on the show, tell us about them. And we will absolutely do our best to make sure they get a chance to talk to us. And of course, by extension, to all of you beautiful people. There's another one.
There we go. But that's not a made-up song this time. That's a real song, that one.
Oh, it's a real song.
Can't remember who it is.
We don't talk about that person anymore. Moving on!
Right, let's move on. So, as I was saying before, if you feel after this podcast that actually, you know what, I wouldn't really mind working with Daniel or Govinda, please do shoot us an email. Or if you're a little bit shy, no problem, get your tutor or your teacher to email us. And like I said, we'll try our best to fit you into our schedule and do that work with you, whatever it may be.
All right then. So that is the intro. Thank you very much for listening. We really look forward to getting all those questions in. We really look forward to having these conversations and discussions. Cannot wait to do more of these episodes. This is going to be so much fun. But until then, you take care of yourselves, be good to yourselves, always, always end your day knowing what you did best in that day so you can start the next day feeling ready to do more of that bestness. Much love to you guys.
And keep it lit.
All right. Wow.